We're studying winning techniques in chess, Chapter 4. This is a very effective type of attack, especially against inexperienced players. To cope with this form of attack, you must be on the lookout for checks by a hostile queen or rook. We are studying the 8th and last subheading of Chapter 4, Winning Techniques in Chess, Attacks on the Last Rank, pages 67 to 69, in just a few minutes. Stay tuned in.
Hands up. My give up. My give up. What's they doing?
The control ship has been destroyed. Look!
They are broken.
This podcast episode is brought to you by
Try free apps, complete surveys, and shop online to earn amazing rewards with FeaturePoints. Use this link and you'll get a bonus of 50 points to redeem on Google Play, Xbox, PayPal Cash, App Store gift cards, and more. FeaturePoints. Get rewarded.
Hi, this is Jeremy from Video Gamers Oasis speaking. I'm saving my points for a $50 Canadian Amazon.ca gift card, valued at 22,500 points. Presently, I have 2,672 points. I require 19,828 more points to achieve this goal. Get 50 points for using this link, https://featu.re/VGO. Referral code VGO. Hi, this is Jeremy speaking off camera, and welcome back to my podcast mini-series, ES Lowe's Chess in 30 Minutes, Study and Practical Application. We're on Chapter 4, Winning Techniques, and we're on the last subheading, folks, the last chapter of this book. Actually, the second last chapter. There's Chapter 5 after this one, but we're on the last subheading of Chapter 4. The subheading is called Attacks on the Last Rank, pages 67 to 69. Here we go. Roll it, Jeremy. Let's do this. Page 67, we have the next subheading, Attacks on the Last Rank. This is a very effective type of attack, especially against inexperienced players. To cope with this form, we have diagram 54, white to move. Black gets an unpleasant surprise on page 67. Continuing on page 67. This is a very effective type of attack, especially against inexperienced players. To cope with this form, page 68, of attack, you must be on the lookout for checks by a hostile queen or rook. We have diagram 54, and that diagram 54 shows how the attack works out. Black has just played ... R-K1, attacking the white queen with what he thinks is decisive effect. Black is under the impression that white's queen has no escape. However, white has a remarkable resource. Mate on the first. However, white has a remarkable resource. Mate on the last rank. 1 QXR CH exclamation point NXQ. And the second move, RXN, mate. This illustrates the mate on the last rank. Black could have avoided this mate if his knight were not at his home square QN1. He could also have avoided the mate if he had moved up one of the pawns in front of his king, giving his king, quote-unquote, air for an escape hatch. Possessing neither of these resources, Black is checkmated. We have diagram 55, brackets, white to move. White wins material because of black's weakness on the back rank. Next paragraph. White enters on a series of moves that are based on a single idea. Black's weakness on the back rank. The first move is startling but logical. 1. QXB exclamation point, exclamation point, dot, dot, dot. This is on page 68. Moving on to page 69. This looks like an oversight, giving up the valuable queen for a mere bishop. 1. Dot, dot, dot. QXQ. Next move, 2. NXPCH exclamation point. The second move is 2. NXPCH exclamation point, dot, dot, dot. And this move also looks incomprehensible. Of course, black can hardly avoid capturing this pardon me if I have to really pronounce this word correctly. Of course, black can hardly avoid capturing this obstreperous knight. Let's look up obstreperous in the dictionary. Dictionary.com. Obstreperous. Obstreperous. Adjective, resisting control or restraint in a difficult manner, unruly. Or the second definition is noisy, clamorous, or boisterous. An obstreperous children. So now we know, we just expanded our vocabulary together, folks. We learned about the word obstreperous. Black can hardly avoid capturing this obstreperous knight, for if 2 dot 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 K-N1 3 NXQ and white is a piece ahead with an easy win. The second move, dot 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 RXN 3 R-Q8CH exclamation point and Q-K1. Now black loses back his queen and gets checkmated anyway. The fourth move, RXQCH, R-B1. And the fifth move, RXR mate. Next paragraph, play over the moves in this sequence several times. Only in that way can you appreciate the relentless logic of white's preparation for attacking on the last rank. As a chess player, you will find endless opportunities to make good use of these winning motifs. In chess, there is a high premium on alertness and the ability to take advantage of some unforeseen situation. A strong move is doubly strong when it comes as a surprise to your opponent. Let's have a brief review of our lesson today with the 3D chess game available on Microsoft. Diagram 54. Brackets, white to move. Black gets an unpleasant surprise. This is a very effective type of attack, especially against inexperienced players. For those who are just listening to this audio podcast, here are the coordinates for each of the pieces, so you can write this out in your notes for later practice. On the white side, we have the white king on section G1. Next to the white king is a white rook on section E1. On section C1, we have a white bishop. On section B1, a white knight. On section A1, white rook. Above the white rook is a white pawn in section A2. To the right of the white pawn is another white pawn on section B2. On section F2, white pawn. Section G2, white pawn. And section H2, white pawn. We can see that the white queen has advanced to the last rank. the enemy side of the chessboard, the white queen on section E7. On the black side, we have the black king on section G8. Next to the left of the black king, we have the black rook on section E8. On section B8, we have a black knight. On section A8, black rook. In front of the black rook is a black pawn on section A7. Next, we have a black queen on section B6. On section C5, a black pawn. Next to the white queen, we have a black pawn in section F7, another black pawn in section G7, and a third black pawn in section H7. On front of one of the pawns on section F9 is a black knight. Diagram 55. Brackets, white to move. White wins material because of black's weakness on the back rank. And here are the coordinates for this game board. On section G1, we have the white king. On section D1, we have the white rook. On section H2, white pawn. Section G2, white pawn. Section F2, white pawn. And section G3, white pawn. On section H9, white knight, making an advance on the enemy. On section E4. Section E4 is the white pawn. On section D1, white rook, of course. On section C2, white pawn. Section B2, white pawn. And section A2, white pawn. On the black side, we have the black king on section H8. On section H7, black pawn. On section G7, black pawn. On section F7, black pawn. And section F8, black rook. Facing the white pawn is the black bishop on section E5. On section C6, black pawn. On section C7, black queen. Section B7, black pawn. And section A7, black pawn. And there you have it, chess player in training. That was chapter 4. We just completed winning techniques, subheading attacks on the last rank on pages 67 to 69. This has been the podcast mini-series, E.S. Lowe's Chess in 30 Minutes, Study and Practical Application, read by Jeremy Morrow, yours truly. And we finally did it. We finally completed chapter 4. I trust that it has provided you with many helpful tips and tricks in your chess gaming. I trust that you wrote some helpful notes, so next time you play some chess with your friends or with yourself, you'll have a sharp additional knowledge to help you win the game. I'm going to be taking a brief break after this episode, but shortly, not too long, we're going to continue with the next episode in our series. We're going to be starting chapter 5 from the book E.S. Lowe's Chess in 30 Minutes, and the chapter is called The Techniques for Winning Quickly. And the first subheading we'll be reading will be Game 1, Ruy Lopez, on pages 70 to 73. I look forward to see you then. Make sure to stay subscribed, click the notification bell to be notified of my next episode, and also my other interesting videos on Video Gamers Oasis on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.